Yeah. So as you guys try and sneak up, a large rock gets crushed under his foot, and he slips, and then Vivian, being frightened of this, very scared of what's ahead of you, lets out a little bit of a yop, and then both of you, silent as the grave, you sit there. They appear motionless.
Dead rock. Harvest those feathers. I'm gonna harvest those bones.
You walk forward as sneakily as you're able to get a good look over the edge of the ridge down into the small canyons between the mountains. As you look forward, you see an absolutely enormous bird crashed into the side of the mountain and lying within the canyon. You see large bits of stone disrupted by the bird's landing, and you see a crater where it seems to be resting now. This crater stretching out many feet past its body. The bird is beautiful. A mix of vibrant blues and purples of many different shades shimmer upon its massive neck and head feathers that plume proudly. This mix of blues and purples gently shifts into a slight greenish blue that extends across its wings and then shifts into a dirtied white upon its gargantuan stomach, and then finally turning into a gorgeous bright red upon its feet and tail feathers. The bird's wings stretch at least 250 feet, and its body no less than 130 feet long, though it looks to have been emaciated. Its feathers, upon a second look, appear to be matted, unclean and unkempt, a victim of whatever has scared the fauna from this land. After a moment, you realize that you are not alone in your observations of this majestic fallen beast. You see movement down by its body, a few bits of movement, in fact. Though as you adjust to look, you see only bits of large stone nearby. You sit there a moment, making sure there are no enemies nearby. All of you roll perception checks.
This is going to be a 30, 20, I swear.
19.
19.
15.
15's like, fear eyes.
You sit there a moment again, making sure, absolutely, that there are no enemies. Seeing more movement near the stone, though you could swear it was the stone itself that moved. Looking closer, you see what could be arms falling upon the sides of the stone, made of thick rock. Its hands dug deep into the soil at its sides to support its thick upper body. After a moment, you see it move again, shifting slightly to stand, pulling its right hand up from the soil and putting a small, for its size, hand upon the bird's stomach. You hear a gentle from the stone.
Magic rocks, magic rocks.
Though it sounds like a harmony. Knowing what to look for now, you see many of these creatures, all placing their hands upon the bird and deeply grumbling in harmony. Before sitting back down, you hear history and nature check for all of you.
Yeah.
History or?
and.
History or whichever one is higher for you.
Yikes. I'm not smart anymore.
History or nature? History. I have history. 17.
17.
20.
Oh.
18.
Wow.
18. Okay, so both of you.
I'm a dumb bitch.
These are Galeb Dur. What are believed to be some of the first life ever created by Varantuk.
Little rocks.
They are the protectors of the mountain life where the dwarves cannot be. They are peaceful and very infrequently attack those that pass by, though they are protective of those that live within the mountains beside them. Eupheme, as you all sit there staring at this, you see the same gargantuan shadow once more, coursing across the rocky terrain all around you, many hundreds of feet in width. You see the stones being consumed by its body as it flies across the ground. You see it eventually land upon another shadow, one of that cast by the peak of Varantuk's spine. You watch as the shadow gradually grows smaller, the shadow looking younger, the feathers growing softer at the edges, and the body growing more round and stubby. You hear a gentle yet shrill before the shadow begins to dissipate, and you see the rock Breathe one last breath, and the shadow dissipates once more.
You said the rock, not the rocks.
Mhm.
It's gone. It just left. They sent it off.
You see the gentle stone, this gentle stone beings begin to shift slightly as Eupheme hears this. Pressing both their hands softly upon the large bird and giving one last low grumble in unison. They sit for a moment longer before standing gingerly upon their trunk-like stone legs and walking off very softly for their size.
I love them.